This is Las Vegas Real Estate Now, where we bring you the 3 E's: educate, empower, and engage. I'm your host, Harvey Blankfeld, along with our co-host, Shelley Brown, and we've been selling homes here in Southern Nevada since 1988. Shelley and I are also very proud to be part of the Real Estate Radio Network. That is a national network of local real estate professionals delivering timely, balanced truths about local market conditions. With us in studio, we have Ben Grove from Spectrum Inspection Group. He is a licensed inspector of structures, both new, resale, and commercial. And one of the things I want to talk to you about today was air conditioning. And I know that there's changes afoot. I mean, we've got a future of changes in air conditioning. Tell us what's going on with that. I've heard mixed stories about that. What's going to be happening over the next few years?
The EPA has decided that they are going to phase out the refrigerant that's used mostly in air conditioners today. It's called R22.
Mm-hmm.
Now, not to get too technically into the weeds, but the fact is most of the air conditioning systems here in the Las Vegas Valley are still using R22. That's why it's going to have an impact.
If I had my system installed 7 years ago, am I exposed to this change? How far back will they be having to go? Will they have to go to make these changes?
Well, most systems within the last 10 years have been installed with a new kind of refrigerant.
Okay.
Now, the catch is not all of them.
Okay.
A lot of times you'll go to a house and you'll see a nice new air conditioning condenser unit on the outside of the house, but that doesn't mean that they replaced the unit on the inside of the house at the same time.
How expensive is it going to be to make this change for a homeowner? How much? What kind of money? Is it just changing the actual freon or the chemical, or do we have to change the unit as well?
No, we have to change some equipment because this is going to operate at a different pressure. That's why That's why if we haven't replaced the entire system, indoor and outdoor, and we've come along and we've recharged that old system with R22, it's because that indoor unit can't withstand the pressure of the new system. It's going to be incremental. So what's going to happen is every year between now and 2020, which is kind of the drop dead date for this,
right,
our allotment of R22 gets smaller and smaller every year. So, Economics 101, what happens to prices when the quantity supplied goes down?
So you're not even going to want to use it.
Yeah, it's going to get much less economically viable.
What's wrong with it? Tell me again.
It's ozone depleting.
Will the new chemical be more efficient? Will there be any other benefits other than not affecting the ozone?
It's actually a little less efficient.
Oh boy.
Because it's a blend of some different kinds of refrigerants, and as I said, it has to operate at a higher pressure, so you have more stress on the equipment.
Wow.
Potentially you have to recharge more often than you do, but it's all about environmental causes. You know, when we go in to inspect a house for let's say a resale, there's a lot of things that we look at with the air conditioning system. We're looking at the physical condition of the equipment. How well does it perform? What does it sound like? Is there rust? Is there nasty looking discharge at the evaporator or the drains? But we still don't do as comprehensive of a service as an HVAC professional will. HVAC professional will come in, disassemble the unit, they'll check capacitors, they'll check electronics, they'll check pressures, and it's really important to have that done twice a year.
But I want to get into another topic, just general, when you inspect a lot of homes.
We do, yeah.
And when you go into the home, you see things that are just kind of silly sometimes. Some little tips for sellers.
Yes,
give us
we
a few
do.
Tips.
We see it all.
A few tips for the sellers out there.
Well, we've talked before about if you're getting ready to sell your home, or replace your light bulbs. It's an easy thing to do. That includes the one in the oven and the refrigerator, folks.
Good point.
Fireplaces, I know you haven't used the fireplace for 10 years. It's okay.
Yeah, right.
But at least clean it out, and if it works, have it ready to operate. If you have extension cords, please remove them. It's not proper wiring, and it doesn't make a good appearance.
And then the last thing is just clean the house.
Please.
You've been listening to Las Vegas Real Estate Now with hosts Harvey Blankfeld and Shelley Brown. Please tune in every Saturday at 11 a.m. right here on News Talk 720 KDWN.